Hey there. I don't know about you, but I'm excited. Roku is here. I was working down at the broadcast center most of the day just doing other stuff, but now I had to come back home because I have a Roku TV here, and I don't know, I wanted to get it on my own TV. So we're here in the living room at the Law Pond House. I know a lot of you have been asking, when will the TV app be ready? They're all kind of on the way: Roku, Amazon Fire Stick, Google, and Apple TV. And over the next few days, finally, I think a lot of them are going through the approval process. I do think they're going to be worth the wait, hopefully. I know I'm certainly excited about it there. So let's go ahead and I guess get the one here up and going. And I have a little gizmo that'll try to follow me around, so hopefully it kind of does its thing and works out the right way, and you can still see the TV here. So I'm going to get our TV kind of kicked over to the Roku, which is what we do. So in order to find this, you're going to have to search for it. So let me try the verbal search, and I'm gonna stop this gizmo from moving so I can keep it exactly where I want it for a moment on the screen there. Okay, so I think I got too far over. There we go. Okay, so you should just have to search for Mississippi Live. Let's try this. You're gonna see in real time if this works. Mississippi Live. Well, that was easier than it was supposed to be. Okay, well, okay, so that the app came right up. If you search for those words, Mississippi Live. Now hold on. Oh, that's cool. Okay, so let's try that again. I'm going to delete it off and make sure it is that easy. That seemed too easy, right? So let's go home and get rid of that and try this again. So where'd that put that? That'll put it at the bottom of my list here. There we are. I'll click. Oh, I wonder how I click star. I'm going to remove the app, and I'm going to check and see if it's that easy. That seemed too easy, honestly. So let's try this again. Mississippi Live. I thought it was going to be harder than that. And this is not me showing. Like when I test searched, I just didn't think it'd be that easy. Well, there you go. And so the live stream is right there on the top, a little bit delayed, but yeah. So there we go. There's the Mississippi Live weather app. So let's. Oh wait, that's a delay of me doing it, and the delay of that. It's kind of weird. Okay, so cool thing. First off, you would typically be looking at the weather channel, the Mississippi Live weather channel on there. But one of the cool things on this, we have some of those cameras. I'm gonna get this to detach from looking directly at my face, so we can kind of put it on the screen for here a moment. But we have the ability to look at those cameras from the North Mississippi Storm Chasers. If you go left and right on here, we can pull up, in many cases, the full K feed from these. 4K being the resolution, the excellent resolution that this will have. Now, it does take, as you can see here, a little bit for some of those to load because they are really pulling a lot of data here. But I mean, the resolution on that is spectacular. So this one, the one in Pontotoc there, and I'll be honest, it looks better on here than it does in my weather system, which I think is spectacular. So you can get to that by going left and right on here. So not all the cameras are on here at this point. There's the camera there in Smithville. There's the one in Aberdeen. Takes, again, a moment here for these to load up. You can't control where they're looking, so where they're looking is where you get it. But you can independently, kind of like on the website, you can see what they look like in real life. And, this also might be, I'm chunking through my data over there at the house here with the phone and with the laptop over there, connected to stuff. So who knows, maybe some of these a little slower than others. We'll work on that. We'll get that fixed. You gonna go? I'll give you 3, 2, 1, done. Okay. Amory camera. So they're not all on here, but a few of them are at this time, and we expect to add more in the next few days. Interesting, it's going slow like that. That's fine. Matesville, we'll come back here to the main channel. So again, this is as you can see there, kind of looking. There's a little bit of a delay. I've mentioned that multiple times on this. But yeah, that's what we're streaming live. from the house of the house. So I guess it'd make more sense if we were actually showing something else on there. So again, here's how you get to it. You just need to search not for Mississippi live weather. That's going to be the confusing thing. So if it's for yourself or it's for your mom and dad or grandma and grandpa that you're helping to do this, I'm going to go back to the home screen here on my Roku, and you need to search for. Oh, I'll undo it. You hit your microphone button on there, and you search for Mississippi Live. Don't say weather. That, believe it, as ridiculous as it sounds, that's what messes it up. Because watch this. If I say weather, Mississippi Live weather. Says weather is not supported, right? So you have to specifically search for Mississippi Live. And there you go. It's up there. So one of the things I'd also recommend you doing, and of course you organize this however you want to organize this, but if you hit star on the icon there, see if I can angle the right direction. You hit star. Well, I think once you add it, the home screen, and mine's way at the bottom of the list here. A lot of stuff in between there and the top. So here's the question: do you want it higher? Hit star, and you can click Move App. You can click Move App to top, which I'm not going to turn down. And that's what we'll do here. So that way when my kids or a sitter, or I guess I want to watch what's going on in the app, just hit that button there, okay? And there you go. Yeah. Hashtag don't say weather. A person you'll get to meet here soon enough will be helping us with mornings. Text me that a second ago. And that's the answer. Don't say weather, just say Mississippi Live. And it'll pull it up. So anyway, and I hope I realize that the audio's up on there. So yeah, you're looking for the channel. If you look for it, that's what you do. And that's, I wonder what else. Let's see if, I think we had it set up where Matt Lobhon would work, but it's not going to know my name. So let's see here. Matt Lobhon. It's going to be like, that's a terrible name. That didn't work. Matlock. Okay. But Mississippi Live. There you go. So for those of you folks that have been waiting for this to show up, it's finally here, an easy way to kind of watch things on that stream. I mean, obviously, I think the app is pretty easy on that. You all have said that as well. But if for one reason or another you want to keep that phone ready for something else and you'd like to have it on the big screen, we're finally there. If I can actually point my camera to stay showing that. So that's what the icon looks like. The Mississippi Live Weather app is ready on Roku. Now, admittedly, I don't have some of the other ones. I could probably get a TV on there. I have Google TV on one in the. Well, might as well, right? Let's walk in there for a second. And I wish I could read your comments and walk around. I can't do that. Bring you into the studio for a second, and I'll have to flip on my switch, and we'll check and see if we can find it on Google. I guess I might as well show you around the studio here, which doesn't look as interesting now as it does when I'm actually using it on the home studio. You know, we have obviously the side monitors there, the lights and stuff, and I have about 4 different monitors that'll sit there, but I move those around with me from place to place as we're trying to get ready. But let's check and see if maybe the Google TV's got it, right? Give me a moment to get one on. One of my main monitors here that I use to kind of log in and look at stuff is a Google TV. I guess I'll flip it around here for, we're installing an update. You know how that goes 100% of the time. What's the error? Okay, I guess it starts faster when there's an error. I guess typically I do have most of my computers plugged in over here. So yeah, so those of you who have been wanting it, we finally have it available, and I'll see if I can walk you through the Google TV version here in a second, assuming that that's that it's actually up and going on there here in a minute. So while we're at it, I guess I could see. This is what happens. Everything's just fast enough that if I try to walk away, it'll be ready to do this. So I don't know if again. No clue if this is going to work, but let's try it. Mississippi Live. Survey says it's thinking. I don't have this one. Now that is definitely not Mississippi Live. Try one more time. Mississippi Live. Pulls up YouTube stuff. We've got some clips on there, but it does not look like we are ready on the apps on that, unfortunately. So Hopefully soon. Still waiting on all the different app stores and everything to deal with that. I will come over here and kind of look at some questions for a moment. Let's kind of check and see. Gotta wake up my laptop. It's like you're not on there. Uh, so let's see if I can pull up the chat. I see what y'all are doing. Fire Stick. Just got it on there. Fire Stick should be coming soon. I'll be honest. So my biggest problem on this is that I don't have a Fire Stick, so I can't check. All of them should be coming very, very soon. What messed up on the Roku is I got my wires crossed with the person who's helped me develop it, and he got his wires a little crossed as well. We thought it was Tuesday. It was Thursday. T in the date name or in the day name, math people versus, word people. So, so yeah, but luckily it's that simple. So if you're trying to explain it to, parents, loved ones, just say, search for Mississippi Live. Don't say weather. Because if you say weather, it's going to pop up. There is no weather. So I know that's a little bit confusing. That's something we kind of realized would be a problem a couple months ago, probably. So we specifically named it Mississippi Live as some of the main search terms on that. So hopefully we've got that kind of figured out there. So nice to see we've got you in Roku. Hi in Arkansas. Hi everybody there. If you can't speak it, make sure to type the entire word. Yes, type the entire word Mississippi. And that's the reason we did the speaking on this. Is because we wanted to write the whole word out. And when you're searching for things, I feel like there's something when you search for MS that was kind of weird. I was like, let's spell out the whole word. So I know that's annoying to have to type out the entire word there, but we appreciate all y'all for doing that. So I'm kind of going through our comments here. Most of it's fairly positive. Just thank you so much for your support, and excited to finally be on the big screen. And so thank you for all of you who have been watching us. The numbers have been outrageous to this point, to be honest. In talking with the person who's hosting our video, the last couple of days, can I say the numbers? Well, we'll talk about that, I think, soon enough. It's been millions of views a day because of you. So thank you so much for that. It's been incredible. I mean, way more than we ever expected. That's for sure. So anyway, pick up that app one more time. Search for Mississippi Live, no weather, on Roku. We've got it, and hopefully very soon we'll have Fire Stick and the Google TV and the Apple TV. When those start showing up, please tell me in the comments so we can tell everybody else. Because unfortunately, I don't have those. I do have that one Google TV, but other than that, I don't have the ability to find out if we're on those different platforms. So let us know. Like and subscribe, of course, Facebook, as many of you had already, but also YouTube, and we'll talk to y'all later. So thank you so much. And of course, we'll be live with weather coverage. I got to get changed now. I was downtown, ran home to do this. Got to go back room and get changed there so we can be ready to go on air. Gabe will be there as well, of course. I'll be coming up tonight at 5 on Mississippi Live Weather. Still tracking some of those isolated showers and looking toward those rain chances heading into the weekend. So we'll see you all soon. Have a good one, and enjoy.